A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Cardinals kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there.
Here we go. Here we go. Sit.
The run inside. It's Hosley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's talk about Georgia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
I'm not sure you have much in the script to convert a third and this long on the opening drive. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Under fire! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Fields the punt, wants to make a play. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pulls it on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They found a little open space. Unfortunately, it was in the wrong direction. 2nd and long coming up. Gets the back moving. Maybe a double pass. He's got it. Out of bounds at the 17. Big pickup there, not only in yardage, but it gives him some breathing room.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Hughes. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Defense in press coverage. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quarterback making adjustments. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The kick is on its way. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's McCoy. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take off. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Hosley. Looking for space to the left.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Louisville's offense has taken the field and they look ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Cardinals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Rush is on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's got him. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Finding some room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he tacked on the extra point. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Trying play action. Quarterback adapting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this offense has been completely one-dimensional. They have not been able to throw the football. Guys, they haven't thrown a completion yet. This quarterback has never been able to find himself into a rhythm. And if I'm the head coach, you got to ask yourself, how many more incompletions do I have to see until I make a switch at the position?
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a curl route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Back open in the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Caught, and he's got room. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They just keep firing. He's going to run it. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. Oh, they're after him. Fires it down the seam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
On the run from inside his 25. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the red area, it's Brown. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator...
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
And they did tack on the extra point.
24, Georgia Tech, 7.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Oh, a double pass. Here's a heat. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Crimson Tide, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds space on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Brown again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Again, it's Brown. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.